My name's Rick and I am the muscle scraper based in Manchester and also in Charlie, which is Preston. I offer instrument assisted soft tissue mobilisation, which is I use tools like the ones that are on behind me now. I use these to get deeper into the muscle tissue, the soft tissue like fascia, your tendons, your ligaments. And basically it's like a very, very deep tissue massage where it will break down adhesion, which most people know as knots. It'll start working on fibrosis, which is like scar tissue in your muscle bellies. The bars are made from 304 surgical steel, which is made over in Halifax. So when people come in, I make an assessment of them. So I'm first off feeling with my hands to feel what the tissue feels like. Straight away I can feel if a muscle or soft tissue isn't feeling healthy. And then I'll put the bar on. Obviously a lot of the redness, which causes one or two raised eyebrows, let's just say. A lot of the redness is a good indication of where areas of issues are. The darker the red, the more issues there are. Some parts will feel okay, some parts will, oh, it's a little bit tender though. That's because it's unhealthy and it needs a little bit of treatment. But the skin is never broken. That is not the aim of the game. So basically the redness that comes up to the surface is called petechiae, and it is basically the capillaries underneath the skin that have caused little micro traumas. The redness comes to the surface, which is a really good indication of that is where the issue is, or that is where a issue is. Pain you feel is not always where the issue comes from. The bruising lasts between 5 and 7 days on average. Some people are less, some people are more, depending on your hydration, your nutrition. I had 5 hours surgery on my shoulder. Eventually after 14 months I had my surgery, which was 5 hours. I then had 11 months of rehab and nothing could fix me. The arm would not move past 90 degrees at all. And then I managed to get hold of a guy called Stephen Heaton, who has created these tools. And I went to him, and in one session my arm moved from the to 180 degrees and I was back in the gym. Before I went to see him, I did go to see my surgeon. My surgeon wrote me off. I was 34 years old. He said I had early onset arthritis. I'd never get back into the gym. I wasn't fixed in one session, but the results were absolutely amazing. I went back for maybe 2 or 3 sessions on this, but after that I thought I need to learn this. This is life-changing, and it is. It's completely life-changing. It's the best thing I've probably ever done. This is the tool that I use the most. It's like my Harry Potter wand, this one. So this is 304 surgical steel. There's different edges on this bar. That is a shear blade, which most people cannot stand, especially on a first visit. So the one that I do use the most is that rounder edge there. Again, if that is a little bit too much for you initially, especially on places like your IT band, which is on the side of your leg, full of nerve endings, I'll probably use that flat side just to introduce you to the tool. We'll then kind of move on to that side, and again, that side doesn't tend to be used too much. I use that myself sometimes when I'm treating myself. This little one which I used is a bit like a knuckle duster, kind of like a D-bar. Maybe only 1 or 2 edges on this. It's a little bit sharper, it's a little bit scratchier, but it's great for places like working on necks, around knees, ankles, feet, hands. You can treat people's face as well when they've got kind of bruxism or TMJ. The other, that one, sorry, the bowl-shaped one is quite good for calves and shoulders. The angle is obviously different on this one. It just gets a little bit deeper, but not as heavy as the previous one. And then the other 2 are for kind of your really, really big people, kind of like your strongmen and your power lifters. Very, very weighty, very, very heavy. Only really 2 edges on that, which is the both sides. Kind of like a bigger brother version of this, but with less edges, or less kind of edges we can use. So yeah, they're for really kind of your big powerlifting athletes.
Morning, lad.
Mate, you alright?
Yeah, not bad.
I can see you.
Another session.
Is it your shoulders and lats today?
I'm Craig Whittington and I'm at the muscle scraper in Worsley. I'm getting Rick to have a look at a few little niggling issues I've had in my shoulder, and I keep waking up with pins and needles in my 2 most extreme fingers on my hand. It doesn't tickle. You can feel the work, but at the end of the day you don't have to come back every 3 weeks to get it done, and the relief is instant straight away. I've had this done 3 times now. The redness does look extreme, but it doesn't hurt, it's not a bruise, and within 2 or 3 days it's gone down anyway. You're pretty much down to yellow bruising within a day.
In a house. So obviously the stresses that renovating a house put onto your body, he'll probably need kind of the full hour, 45 minutes or so. Just depends what he's been doing.